Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. Come on in and say hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, we had some adventures today. Some fun adventures too. Hang on one second. I'm going to start pulling up some comments here. Just have to close out some windows and open up some windows. First, let's start with YouTube. You guys who are watching on YouTube, say hello. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give me some hearts over there, as well as so many of the other fun stuff, right? Leave us a comment for sure if you're watching even on the replay. We appreciate comments. So tell me. I see friends getting here on, I'm not sure which platform. I see 23 sets of eyes. I believe that's Facebook. We are live on YouTube as well. Let's pull that up and we'll have comments there in 1 second. Hello to my YouTube friends. Hello to my Facebook friends. Let's bring this up. So, you guys, can you see okay? Give me some thumbs up if you can see okay. What's that? Oh, there we go. Hello, we have light. We have light. We have light. 1 second. Okay, let's see. The Messy Craft Corner. We should be live there as well because I did have it set up to do it. And last time it worked great. And we had all, look at that. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay. So we started working on this journal right here. Yesterday we started it. We did, the cover is made from a placemat. I believe there's only 2 placemats left in the Shopify. So if you want to go grab one, there's at least 2 left over there. And everybody who has paid for theirs through Shopify, it shipped already. Oh, this is going to give me trouble with comments. I can just see it. But over on YouTube, I bet we have some interactions. We have Jamie over there saying hello, and also Patty Wafer's watching on the big screen, and Karen Whitworth is here. Hello, hello to Debbie and Deborah over on Facebook, and Susan on Facebook. Hello, Lisa Kidd, and who else? Sherry Spencer. Is here. Rose Clemens is here. Hello, sweet Rose. Thank you for always saying such sweet things. You got your package today, Anita. Did you love it? Tell us what your favorite thing was in your package that you got, Miss Anita Shoop. Thanks for blessing the crafty mess. If you don't know what that means, it means SHARE. Okay, so we started work on this book yesterday. And let's just take a look at what we have so far. So far we added some pretty lace along there and a few things into the pocket. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that there or not. And there's that lace. We put the tag in here, you guys. Look at how cool that turned out. I love that on that book page. That just looks super swell. We're going to do something on here because I need to cover up this blue that does not match and this orange that does not match. But I have a plan up my pink hoodie sleeves here in a minute. And okay, so here's our little belly band that we did right there. Let's see what we're saying over here on YouTube. Emery says hello. Well, hello, Mr. Emery. We're glad to see you. That's weird. Look at all these great places, you guys. Okay, so I'm keeping this here because I have a plan or an idea at least. And we got some beautiful pages here. Here's our little hidden paper clip. We might add something underneath there. I'm not really sure. Wow, I am really far behind on my Facebook. The lag is bad. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. I think that tell me if I am frozen, somebody, or if I'm not frozen, because I got spinning circles
That's what I have.
everywhere. We're having some bad weather.
We are still on mobile hotspot.
Okay, that's good. Tracy Hawkins is watching on the big screen. There we go. He's going to join us when he gets back to the hotel. Awesome. Okay, so I'm good there. Okay, good. We have little flips that we added, coffee dyed paper, and lots of fun things. Who's ready to get started in this book today? Here's our little thing there. That's just so cute. And then in the back cover, we have our journal cards that Larry and I both made. Larry did this one with the little tuck spot, and it says, "The show must go on." The flower show, right? The flower show must go on.
Show it is.
Some show. And then we've got friends will buy you food. True friends will buy you chocolate. So what I want you to do is I want you to tag your really good friend, okay? Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, tag a really good friend. Just tag them, and when they get here, be like, "Hey, just thought of you because we're working with a friendship journal." So, okay, so I have a plan for here. So I have a couple pages where the papers are lined. So I'm okay if I sacrifice a page, all right? So here's what we're going to do. I have five envelopes. Let me grab this really quick. 5 envelopes that we dyed in some yellow dye. And I have to tell you a funny story. It started raining yesterday when we had stuff hanging on the line, and we had to make a mad dash for it. I may have told this story already.
It made the paper look cool, though.
It did. There were a couple pages. I don't have any right here. There were a couple pages that got like this brown kind of, like where the dye lifted. That's what happened. Why it looks brown. If it was purple, it would have been like a darker purple would have lifted. So it pulled some of the dye out. So that color, that brownish color. Oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. Or so cool. I don't know about cute, but it was pretty neat. Okay. So what we're going to do here.
I was having a lot of trouble loading everything.
Yes. Okay. So here we go. Neutral pH adhesive. If it's white, if it's clear, we are using, oops, hang on. My pin is glued to the inside of my bottle. How did that happen?
Hello, Carol Stinson. Angel Bingham.
Okay. You got them on Facebook. I got them on YouTube. It's all good. Yeah. I think even my YouTube video, it looks fuzzy, but it could be my connection. Yeah, we're having rainy, icky weather. Okay, so I have 5 envelopes, and I'm going to glue them closed, okay? I actually am going to start with 3, and if we need to add more, we will. Yeah, so we had to like mad dash to get the stuff off the line. So Linda Jeremiah is over on YouTube, and she is saying, "Hi, Larry. Hello, Jimmy Lou." And Carrie Hall is here. Carrie King Hall is here over on YouTube. So glad that you guys are all joining us. Yes. We have.
Here. I have Tracy Hawkins.
We got 56 friends watching over on Facebook. Not sure how many we got over here on YouTube, but we have 687 subscribers over on YouTube. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, kindly head on over there to the Messy Craft Corner and give us that subscribe. It's kind of like following, okay? It doesn't cost anything over there. And so that way we can start to build. Once you get 1,000 followers over there, you can start doing some more fun, amazing things. So help a girl out.
What do you use other than Fabri-Tac?
This is neutral pH adhesive. If it's white, it's neutral pH adhesive. If it's clear, it's Fabri-Tac.
Susan, stop yawning. You're making me yawn now.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. I need a caffeinated drink. Oh, I need caffeine. Yes, my shaker is sitting off on the side over. I didn't realize you could see it. Okay, so last night in the bookmakers, well, first of all, if you're not a bookmaker, you maybe don't know this, we're making an Alice inspired journal. And last night I showed the lady how to take one of these giant playing cards and turn it into a really cool shaker. We played with glitter in the craft room last night, and that's probably why I'm sitting at the table today. But it says up here, if I lose my temper, you'll lose your HEAD. I don't want to say that out loud on Facebook or YouTube because it's a cartoon. It's not really nice to say. And we're here all about the friendship today. But it's part of the book. It's part of the storyline. So that's why I chose that for up there. But doesn't it look cool?
So you got your landscape view back.
I did not get it back. I'm using StreamYard tonight. And StreamYard allows me to go live in this view. So
Janet McLaughlin, hello, Jimmy and Larry. Jimmy and Larry, hello, Janet. Tracy Hawkins, I just had to close my front and back doors. A gust of wind just blasted them shut. Ooh, I have been there already.
I am used to portrait view now. I'm not, like, you can see way over here. Like, hello, you guys. My book is sitting way over here. I'm used to it being here.
It's actually pretty nice.
Okay, so I'm going to take these envelopes and we're going to cut them
Very
down.
good.
We're going to trim them off, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to trim them off that they become 6 inches, okay? So I glued them closed. Now I'm trimming them. Okay, so they're almost going to be, if I opened it up, it's going to open this end to this end. And what we're going to do is fold them in half. All right, anybody know where I'm going with this? Hello, Laura White.
So it's picking up everything they're saying, caption. It captions it. You see that?
Yes, there is caption.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It's pretty cool. It does it closed captioning on both platforms. If that's bothersome to you, up in the top of your device, there's a little thing. If you hit it, I think it says CC. You can actually turn that closed captioning off if it bothers you. Most people, it doesn't bother. So I'm cutting them down to 6 inches. So I'm gonna have these little 3-inch pockets. Okay, and then I'm just folding them in half. Okay, and we're gonna make kind of something surprise. I suspect we're gonna need all 6 of the, or all 5 of these, if not maybe one more for what I want to do. So tell me in the comments if you're on YouTube. Tell me what's the one thing that you remember doing with your high school best friend. Since we're making a friendship journal, I mean, why not? So your high school best friend, the one thing you remember doing, keep it clean, okay? And also let's not use things like BOMB and GUN and things like that because we don't want to get in trouble with either of the platforms. Okay, let's see. Okay, Emery is over on Facebook, right?
Hello, friends. Thanks for keeping Karen Whitworth busy.
We have been too, haven't we? Yes, we
Roxanne
have.
Douglas, hello. Hi, Jimmy Lou.
We also have, who else is over here? Tracy Hawkins.
Yep, Tracy
You just
Douglas.
had to close your front and back doors. A gust of wind. Oh, geez.
You didn't hear me read that one.
I didn't. I was kind of deep into thought here what I was
Mhm.
doing. Okay. Brenda Bedoya is here.
Yeah, Emery. Oh, yeah.
So I'll tell you guys a story about me and my really good friend, Chrissy. If you guys don't remember Chrissy or you don't know Chrissy was a high school friend, but she also has a page. It's called Create with J&C. It was our page together before we just had different ideals of what we wanted the businesses to look like. So she kept that page and I started this one. And senior trip was the most fun, Carrie Hall is saying. So she and I, we would, speaking of dances, we would go to, the school dances, class dances, whatever they were. Who remembers the ones where you had to bring a can of food with you to get in? Like that was your fee to get in. Anybody remember those?
I remember something about that.
And so we went to this high school dance, and Chrissy, to this day, you guys, please don't get mad at me, Chrissy. We're good friends. She won't get mad. She still dances the same way she did back in 1991. And it's something like this, where you just move your hands and just back and forth. Oh my gosh. She recently moved and I miss my buddy. We used to craft together
She
and
used to come here and we all sit out the picnic table.
yeah, my kids, it was like she was another aunt that they just didn't have and around
Rebecca
here.
says
So,
roller skating.
oh, roller skating is a good one. How about you, Larry? You want to share a good high school friend story?
Sure you want to know about my stories?
I think the ladies would like to know it.
Kathleen Smith says, hello all. Molly, Jasper, hey. Amy Will says, hello everyone. Monica saying hi. Amy Lou and Larry. Hello to everyone.
Yes, hello to everyone.
Oh.
Okay. Well, Tracy Hawkins is over here saying that her friend in high school and her are not friends anymore because she betrayed him. Her friend betrayed her with her boyfriend.
Oh,
So they stopped being friends. Yeah, that stuff happened in high school. All right. So let's hear a Larry Smallwood story. You have a good one, don't you?
there aren't many good ones. I can't think any right now. Isn't that I don't have any.
Oh
Let me
my
think a little
goodness.
bit about it.
Okay,
That's
Larry's
been a long
gonna.
time ago.
So if you don't know, yellow roses are a symbol of friendship. So that's what we're talking about today, about friendship. So if your high school friend done did you wrong like Tracy Hawkins' high school friend, tell me about another friend that you do remember having a good time with.
I remember going cruising. We used to get in the cars, fill the gas tank up, and we would cruise until the gas was gone. I remember doing that. Or till gas was gone, we put in it.
Oh my goodness.
We would go cruising in Lebanon. We'd go cruising in Pottsville. We'd go to Pine Grove. We'd go all over the place.
Brenda Vinoy is saying, me and my friend decided to put highlights in our hair. It was a disaster and panicked when we thought about our moms finding out. Okay, so me and my one friend Carla, we went to the mall and we back then they didn't ask to see identification. Okay, so I lied. I said I was 18. I had my hair all like spiked up and stuff. I was 16 going on 17. I wasn't far off from that. And I decided I wanted to get a second hole pierced in my ears. Not many people know that I have my ears pierced, but not many people know that I have two holes in my ears. Okay, remember when that was a thing back in the 90s when two holes were an actual thing? Okay, so we went and we fibbed about it. Shame on you, Jimmy Lou. And we didn't tell my mom and then all of a sudden it started to get infected because I didn't take care of it right. And I still to this day, I still can't wear earrings in that hole. And that's, I guess, what my mom said. You'll never wear earrings in that hole because you lied to me. And my mom curse is still happening. But my good friend Carla and I did that.
So Tracy Hawkins says, I still have two holes in my ears.
You do?
And Lisa Kidd said, my friend Kathleen and I went to church together. Well, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Okay, so I'm just adding a line of glue right in the center of these, and then I'm folding them over on themselves. All right, we're going to make a little fanned out pocket ephemera holder thing for this book, just because I think it will turn out super cute.
Tracy Hawkins said, I got caught it when I was 29. You must be young looking.
Must have felt good though.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 29, you still get carded. That's pretty nice.
I remember we did this, Elizabeth and I, and Elizabeth is probably like my best girlfriend now, mom and daughter girlfriend thing, We do all the thrifting and stuff. But anyways, she helped me with a craft show. So we're going back pre-COVID, you guys, okay? She helped me with a craft show and it was at a winery. Okay. So, and they gave like wine glasses out so you could, do wine tasting, and neither one of us drink, But they came around and they were like, "Oh, your 14-year-old daughter can't be here." And I was like, "You mean my 23-year-old daughter?" Because she was like 23. She was still in
did look like
college.
she was pretty young.
But oh my
And
goodness,
Also, they still think
our
he's like
kids do look
15.
young. So they put a band on her arm to show that she was the right age. Okay, now we're gonna stack these, gluing them one to another, doing the same thing, just glue in the center, you guys. You can use a glue stick for this, but if it doesn't hold, it's nobody's fault but your own. I just re-pierced my second holes last month and have timely stained. Oh, that's probably cute. See, that's what I wanted. I wanted cute. I didn't want like big, bulky, ugly. But my mom was not a believer that like we should have so many holes. If God wanted you to have that many holes in your head, He'd have given them to you when you were born. Okay, that was her thinking.
Sounds like her. Couldn't go to the movies either. Certain movies she wouldn't let you go to them. She's a good mom.
So Karen Whitworth has 5 holes in her ears. So, anyways, but my mom.
Hello, Jacqueline.
My mom got her ears pierced back in I think it was like the 50s, right? Maybe, I don't know. And she had to go to the doctor to get it done. And she was an adult because her mom and dad they were very old school Irish Catholic. They didn't believe in any of that stuff. That meant, promiscuity if you had all those holes in your head. And I think that's what it was. I think they thought for sure that, that's what she was.
Had 7 holes in one ear.
Oh, not at one time, I don't think. Well, but if you did, well, you're a tough lady. Okay, so when you make one of these, you can make its own little envelope for it to go in. But it will fan out like this.
Jacqueline Snyder said Monica's sister.
Monica, which Monica?
Well, there's the name. I'm not gonna try that.
Oh, let me come on over to Facebook and see what we're talking about. Oh, geez, I have them all highlighted over here.
Kind of is. It looks like.
Laurel Bergstrom is here.
Hello, Laura.
I don't see him. I don't see the comment.
She's 2 above Laura Bertram. Jacqueline Snyder. I'm Monica's.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
Oh,
Did
yes.
Monica tag you? Because if she did, that means she thinks you're her best friend. I stuck it to a movie
Nice to see her.
my parents said I couldn't go to, and my parents were there. My husband's niece has hers pierced from top to bottom, plus her cartilages. Yeah, they say that cartilages are good for like if you get migraines. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, so I used all but one, and I'm gonna just kind of feel this out and see because I don't want to have too many in, because too many is gonna make it bulky. But I want it to do this when the book opens. So when we open to this page, it's gonna do this. What do you guys think? Just like so. So 4 would have been plenty, you guys. Okay, so you can glue just one line down. The whole kit and caboodle is gonna get glued down here, you guys.
Nicole said my friend and I were walking around the mall a lot. Yeah, we walked around the mall pretty much when I was younger. We used to go see our friends from Pine Grove. We'd go down there and meet some of them. And we have a lot of friends. We'd hang out. Just hang out like in Tremont. We'd hang out at the bridge there.
My mom also.
Railroad tracks. Everyone would sit on the wall. And all the friends would sit there.
My mom also, she said that I wasn't allowed to go see, what movie was it? Dirty Dancing.
Ugh.
I wasn't allowed to go see Dirty Dancing. And I went anyways. Okay, I was 15 years old. I was 15 years old. My brother snuck me in. He wasn't supposed to go either. My brother Donnie, God rest his soul. He snuck me and my friend in, saying that we were older than we were. But I didn't understand at the time like what my mom was shielding me from with that movie. And moms do that. They are going to shield us from things. But I got to tell you, as an adult, I watched that as an adult, and I was like, oh, no wonder my mom didn't want me to see this. There's near DEATH. There's there's inappropriate things in it. If you've seen the movie, you know. If you know, you know. We don't have to discuss it. But I gotta tell you, I was like, whoa. So, then my daughter was like, she wanted to see Titanic. Titanic came out when she was in high school, and I was like, oh, absolutely not, because I heard there was a nudie scene in it. And she was like, when she went to college, they went to see Titanic. I mean, it really is. There's a nice love story there and all that, but there is, I mean, you are seeing some artwork. Okay, let's put it that way. And I have to. Oh my goodness. When she told me, she's like, boy, Mom, now I know why you didn't want me to see it. She goes, there's a lot of things in that movie that are not very appropriate. So when we know as parents. So Karen Whitworth, funny story. My youngest brother got his ears pierced senior week. When he got home, he asked if I thought Mom would be upset. I just thought of the Cosby Show when Theo got his ear pierced. I don't remember that episode. I didn't see much of the Cosby Show growing up.
So Jacqueline Snyder saying Monica's Craft Design is the name of her page on Facebook. She introduced me to junk journaling.
Oh, awesome.
That's nice.
So glad that you're here. Okay, so when
Rose Clemens says, I love the pop out.
So when we open this book, we now have this that fans open. And all we got to do is put some really cool things in there, like some tags, some journaling cards, some ephemera pieces that we want to kind of carry over. But we're not done with this layout yet. Okay. So if this is the only thing I get done today, I'm going to feel really accomplished because we can't. Now I have this pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to tuck it into this front cover. And then if somebody wants to use it somewhere, whoever gets this book, they can use it somewhere else, but then it opens all up like that. So we can put tags in it. We can put journal cards, but let's decorate the edges here. What do you guys think?
Jane Bartholomew said, I wasn't allowed to watch Three's Company.
Okay. Okay.
I found out my broken wrist needs surgery Tuesday next week.
Who's broken wrist?
Kimberly Rosser.
Oh, Miss Kimberly.
We were talking to her about that before.
Yes. I think it's in the prayer book.
It is. Yes. We will continue to pray for you, Kimberly. Yes, certainly.
So Laura White is saying that she didn't get to date boys or hang out with friends, so her teenage life wasn't great. Okay, but Laura, you have a good friend now, do you? Because not even at your own house, because we didn't let our kids really go to friend. The boys, I think we were a little more lenient that way, but we were a little strict about who they went with. Let's put it that way, who they went with. And I gotta say, they have this one friend, and I'm not going to name names here because we're not going to name names, but they had this one friend. Actually, there's two, and the one guy, I like him now, but back then I could see through him like a cat through a hole in a window. I'm telling you, that kid had a smile on him. You knew he was up to no good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And when we got off the camera, ask me who I was talking about. And then
Pratt says hello, everyone.
Hello, Carla. And then the other one, this kid, I always thought he's such a nice kid. Here, this kid was like, he was getting my boys in trouble, like a lot of trouble. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff they did that we didn't know about, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was a lot of stuff that I did and my parents didn't know about.
Oh, I think we're all like that, though, don't you? I think we all
characters for friends. I still have one of my friends that's still a friend yet, still a character yet.
Is he now?
I think so.
Okay.
My daughter always says whenever Larry says me and I'm not going to say the name, you're in for
yeah.
quite the story, she says. Yeah.
Okay, so see this like edging right here? I should have brought my fussy cut scissors up here. I think they're in the kitchen.
First got my quilt pieces from Friday. Love them. Oh, I'm glad you love them. That's Kimberly Rosser.
Yes, Eddie Haskell. You're right, Karen Whitworth. We had an Eddie Haskell. That's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know who I mean when I said it? When I mouthed it to you?
Not at the moment, I don't. Oh, yeah, okay.
Eddie Haskell.
Well, he's a drummer.
You know what, though? He really is turned into a nice young man.
Really is. They have a baby now, and he's really nice. His wife is nice.
Okay, so I'm just over here where I can see, and we're just gonna kind of rough fussy cut this. So I'm not gonna go too detailed. I'm gonna let some of the white sort of be at the edges. Oops, banging into the camera. And I'm gonna do it on both of these sides here, okay? So let me just do this.
Working says how a child like that is so easy to read.
Yep.
Carol Wilson, hi from cool Arizona. Oh,
They also,
Arizona's not always cool.
so how about now? Anybody have like a really good friend that you get together with and, you know, maybe go for coffee or go to lunch with, or, you know, even if it's just once a month or once every couple of months, or I don't know, once a week maybe. I don't really have someone like that. Like I said, I do. Larry's my best friend. We go
Yeah,
out
we're
to
best
eat
buds.
twice a week. So
There we go out.
Tracy Hawkins, I went to an all girls private boarding school, 10th and 11th grade. So no boys.
There you
Right.
go.
Did you talk about boys though? You've at least talked about them,
Yes.
right? Oh, Karen Whitworth, you're so sweet. Emery, are you here over on Facebook? Your wife just said over on YouTube, she says, yes, I married him.
Oh, yeah, you can tell you guys are in love. That's evident.
You can tell they're really
Karen
good
and
buds.
yes. Oh, Tracy Hawkins said, I have no friends where I live. Oh, no. That's why you're not friends here on Facebook.
My good friend, Chrissy, she moved away. And honestly, I miss her. If you're watching, Chrissy, hello.
Veronica says, hi, Larry and Jimmy Lou. Or Jimmy
I do miss her. I miss her company. I miss, you know, like hanging out with her, her house, my house, whoever. All right, who's my designated ink reminder today? Somebody on YouTube, somebody on Facebook. I need 2 people to be like, hey, ink that, because we did so much inking in this book already that we want to kind of continue on. So plus it just makes it show up that much nicer. This one has a little B on it.
Wilkins says, I have a few girlfriends, best friends forever, 30 years, and one for 40 years.
Oh,
I have
nice.
some friends that are friends that long, and some people I work with, and they're still friends of mine yet. I mean, we were so many friends at the place I work. We were all pretty close. It was pretty cool.
Okay, Carrie Hall has coffee friends.
Okay.
But Brenda Vanoy is saying her good friend passed away last year. We worked together, went everywhere together. I miss her, but my husband is my best friend. Yeah, Larry is my best friend too. But if I have to pick like a best girlfriend, I'm gonna go with Elizabeth. As teenagers,
Daughter, but yeah.
we didn't fight a lot as with her as a teenager. I think one really good knockdown,
we didn't have much.
bang out argument with her was over a boy, and she broke up with him. So she even recognized that was a problem. But again, no names. Hey, we're just hanging out and just chatting about these things. Friendship, you don't have to be like in constant contact with your friends.
Definition of friends today than I did back then.
Do we all?
I'm going to say that because back then,
like in high school, we have different friends.
You had acquaintances that would use you for what they could get out of you. You had some friends that were genuine and they were true, but there weren't as many genuine friends as I have today. I have some genuine friends today. Jimmy is probably I would say you're my best friend.
Now don't go saying that. People will think I like you.
I know you don't like. Best friend lives in Scotland, Tracy Hawkins says.
We went on an adventure today, and we went to a thrift store.
We always go on adventures.
We went to a thrift store, you guys, but it was kind of a dud. I think we have a certain
really search a lot to find stuff, and it's hard to find stuff.
We have a certain quality of like, I don't know. Anyways, but we got a lot of things for the granddaughter. We got her 2 pair of pajamas, and we got her 2 pair of pants because she's grown out of her pants. And we got 2 puzzles, super cute.
Rose Clemens, I married my best friend of 72 years. Wow, I married the boy next door.
Aw.
How about that?
See?
How convenient.
You can keep your kids away from the boys. It's the ones next door you got to keep your eyes on. No, that's amazing though.
Cold, windy, rainy Nova Scotia. Ooh,
Ooh, who's in Nova Scotia?
Anna Charette.
Well, that sounds like a new name.
Hello, Anna. Or Joanne.
Let's check that out.
One of my best friends just, oh, you just read this. I'm lagged behind here pretty bad.
Anne Surratt. Now, I don't think she's new, but hello, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Jane Bartholomew, how did you two meet Larry and Jimmy Lou?
You want to tell it or should I?
I'll tell it.
Oh, no.
It's a pretty good one.
I'm in trouble now. He's going to tell it. Actually, my OGs, my original girls here, some of the ones that have been
Yeah, they
around from
know.
the beginning, they know because I've told this story, but I'll let Larry tell
The
it.
first time I met you was at the Wesleyan Church.
At church,
I
right?
just gave my life to Christ not long before that. Didn't know anybody from anything about anything from God. I knew for God so loved the world. That's what I knew. Okay. So I went to the Wesleyan Church. I'm searching for new friends because my other friends didn't want to hang out with me anymore because I gave my life to Christ. So it's very different. Actually, I wasn't strong enough to hang out with them, put it that way, because they would have pulled me the wrong way. Anyhow.
Okay. That's a good way to put it.
Church, in the back of the Wesleyan Church, there's the coat racks. Okay. I go in there and I'm looking around and I see this girl over there and I say, oh, what's your name?
I was sitting on the floor with a bunch of girls.
You told me your name and I said, how could you have a name like that? I couldn't believe her name was like that. And
I did have one of those names, you guys.
And she said, oh, do you have a dictionary? And I had no idea. Oh, yeah, I go like this. And this Bible I had, I whipped it open and the dictionary part was right there, but I had no idea that I had a dictionary. So some time went on and I thought, boy, I like that girl. She's pretty nice. And I knew she was dating some guy who was a friend of mine. I called him up and I said, hey,
some loser.
I said, can I have
listen to this, you guys.
And
she got my phone number from the guy with me.
Sure, yeah, I'll give you your phone number. And I started going out with Jimmy Lou and I never stopped going out with her.
That's because when I said, how'd you get my number? And you told me the guy's name. And I was like, he just gave my number to another guy. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And we were setting up to go to a Christian concert because we were both fairly new Christians at that point. And so we were setting up a date to go to this Christian concert. I was like, yeah, hang on, I'll go with you. I called him. I said, you loser. I said, how dare you give my number to somebody else? And I broke up with him. And I only have ever seen that guy 2 times since I broke up with him. But you know what? When you think back on it, yeah, see him around, not see him like go out with him, see him, and we live not far from like the same town as him. But anyways, Tracy Hawkins met her husband. He was 15 and his mother hated me. Oh no, today she likes me, I think. Well, Tracy, I thought at first, when I first met Larry, I thought his mom didn't like me either. And now sometimes I think I still am not entirely convinced that she, likes me. But you know what it is she doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. No, you know what I mean? But she always hugs me. She always, I said to her one day, I said, oh, I think my daughter is a better mom than I was. And she looked right at me and she goes, you were a really good mom. And I thought, well, that was her way of saying she liked me, so I'm taking it.
Jerry Jonas.
It did work out. You're right. Go ahead.
From school just passed away over 12 years ago. But my current best friend is like a sister. We've been friends for 30 years. That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so look at how cute this turned out, you guys. So now we can put some things in these pockets to make it just that more fun when we open it. So we'll be making some more tags and stuff eventually. The printables that I used in the kit in this book up to so far came from Cottage Craft Studios, and it's called Victorian Friendship Rose. I want to tell you a little story about this because I messaged the lady last night and I said to her, hey, so I have a tag all ready to go. I think it's going to work out. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I want it to be like that. So I messaged the lady last night who had these principles right here. And I said to her, hey, just letting you know that I have a Facebook page. I used this. And so I want to tell you, she didn't say that I couldn't share with you. So I'm going to share a little bit with you. She messaged me back and she said, I was wondering what was going on because no one had been purchasing that set. I have not been crafting and um doing the digital stuff. Her husband passed away, you guys, and so she has not been doing any of those kind of things. And this was a real blessing to her. So, those of you who bought these DigiKits, thank you so much. I know the designer really appreciated it, and it said it has motivated her to kind of go back to making some. So, yay! All right, look at this.
So Laura Beth says, I grew up in a big family, 6 girls and 4 boys. I was the 4th girl. My siblings were my best friends. My sisters broke the trail for me as far as going out.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm
I
going to use.
keep in touch with a number of my grade school chums. We are all in our 70s now. That's awesome.
Quite honestly, I have only, I mean, I'm Facebook friends with people who I went to high school with. But I can't say that I have forged any real hard, strong, like lifelong, except for Chrissy. Chrissy and I are buddies. I mean,
My friend over there in Fremont,
you're gonna get these on Friday?
Every now and then say hi, but I remember when my truck broke down and needed that part fixed, and he's machine shop, and he welded it for me immediately.
Yeah.
So what I owe you? Oh, you don't owe me nothing. He goes, he's always been really good to me in that way.
So I just took I took a scrap piece. I took a little scrap piece, you guys, and I inked around the edges and I covered up where I chopped off something that didn't look right. And that is something that can also go in there. So now when you're getting to look through this and you're flipping through and you're flipping through and you're finding all this fun stuff, and then you get to this page, when you open it, it fans open like that. How cool does that look on screen? Because I didn't see it.
It looks pretty good.
I'm so far behind. My both of my videos are just lagging right now. Let me see if I can redo this one because I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like.
I have several friends since I was 7 years old that I still see, and I'm now 65. That's pretty good.
Oh, that looks cool on screen. Did you see that?
It does look
how it popped open? Watch.
Oh. Get these pop-ups and take up the whole open.
There, I think I'm caught up now over here on YouTube, although I have lost my comments on YouTube.
Carol Simpson says it's really pretty, Jimmy Lou.
Thank you.
Guy creation,
there we
printable
go.
designs, very cute.
Okay, so Jamie over on YouTube is saying, my husband's grandmother I met once looked at him and said, you better marry that woman. She's amazing. She never said that about anyone else. How cool is that? We did one of those accordions on our altered cookbook. We did, or you're making one and you did it, because that's kind of cool. Tracy Hawkins, my mom-in-law is very direct, no filter, old Southern woman.
There you go.
Okay, so Carrie King Hall, this is pretty funny. She said, she's told this before, I think. She says, I decided my husband was cute. After how many years of marriage? Just kidding. And should be my boyfriend. I was 13 and he was 15. So I kissed him. 39 years later, we're still together, married for 29. Awesome. That is so awesome. I love stories like that. Who else is working on a cookbook? Tell us in the comments. Okay, so let's.
Smith, Lovely Friends book.
So I have some of these. Now these are from Blossom Paper Arts, and I have these little embellishments around for a while. So all right, let's hear it. I can take care.
Doing the Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm trying to figure out how to make the wolf move across the page.
Oh,
Kind of like you do with the
Neato.
waterfall when you pull that thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You can do it that way.
I have an idea, but I don't know how to execute that or tell them how to do it. But I'll see if I can find a video. Who's doing that?
Lisa Kidd.
Lisa Kidd. Send me a private message, and I'll see if I can't pull a video for you to show you how to do that. All right, so I'm just adding some of these little
That should be pretty
ephemera
cool,
pieces.
having the book move across the page. Yeah.
Just adding some little ephemera pieces to this. To that blue does not match at all. All right. Here we go. Just like so.
Being both telling me Rick's first wife was killed. I was so afraid to meet her mom, grandma, but she now loves me like a daughter.
Aw, sweet. In the sweet by and by. All right, let's get some.
Lisa Kidd said, okay, thanks.
All right, we got, this one's different than that one. So we're going to take some of this and we're going to skedoot to a page that doesn't have anything. Yeah, let's do it here. It'll match up with this and that'll be okay. Because I want there to be lots of lace kind of hanging out from this book. I think it's going to be pretty. Plus on the cover, we're going to add some too. Tomorrow, I'm going to be heading to Hobby Lobby and I want to get some yellow roses for the cover. And then if I do tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, we'll do the cover together. I'm trying to get it finished so it can be in my sale on Friday. At this rate, this is going to be the only book we'll have available because, well, I'm just not getting them done fast enough. And this has been the only book I worked on since yesterday, so that's okay.
I think the older we get, we find out who our real friends are. That's very true.
I think that is very true.
Friends who reciprocate the kindness.
Okay, so Tracy Hawkins, my hubby was 15 and I was 20 when we met. He stole our first kiss when he got, hold on, I got to see what it says. When he took me for a ride on his 3-wheeler. Okay, 20 and 15. That's a 5-year age difference. Larry and I have a 9-year age difference. There's a 9-year age gap between us. But you know what? It doesn't feel like. Listen, they like when we laugh together. So I'm telling you what, he's begging for it tonight, you guys. He's begging for it.
We're both pretty good.
All right, so I want to show you, let's talk about levels and layers, okay? So look at how these two pieces now create this kind of flow. It looks pretty. This one is not seen from the outside of the book. This one will be, okay? This has a full-on page of prettiness, and then we have this level, okay? So levels and layers. So we got layer, 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 level. Okay, so I want to add something. That was a tough one, let me tell you. So I want to add something to make another level over on this page. So I think we go with this. All right, and then we're going to take some of this seam, or it's not seam binding. You know what? Let's use some of this.
My grandmother's favorite was a yellow rose.
Nice.
Harold Sampson says, watch out, Larry. She will give you a pop like Dina.
No. All right, I'm going to do something fun with this. I have this stuff right here, some really fun dyed linen, and we're going to make a fan is what we're going to do. So I'm just folding and folding and folding and folding and folding, just like so. And then we're going to staple that flat. I'm going to let that stick out of the page. So again, we're talking about the layering and the levels, okay? And then that's what that's going to look like. Just like that. Oh, that's going to look good. Hold on, I got to go get the stapler. Cheesecloth. Yeah, I said seam binding, didn't I?
You never know. This is guided creation. She said, I was 19 when I met David online.
Oh, that's Cynthia.
Oh, okay.
That's our
He
Cynthia.
came to Canada to my stepdad, took one look at him and said, leave him and let's go.
Oh, no.
He wasn't into my hub's teens. Look, I'm married 18 years with 3 kids. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
We had some people that came and said, oh, you guys,
Yeah, we
He
did
said,
too. I
"We're
think
not- we're gonna get
everybody,
married." You know what?
I think everybody has people like that, but my mom and dad were not like
Your
that.
mom and dad are awesome.
He met my mom and dad. My mom loves him right away. She goes, oh, he has red hair. She loved that. Okay. She was like, is he Irish? I said, no. She goes, we won't hold that against him. Okay. So, but when we decided to get married, my mom and dad were in Arizona.
Yeah.
They were on a
That was a funny
vacation.
story, huh?
They were on, yeah, you told the how we met story. I'll tell the how we got
All right,
engaged
keep
story, okay? So we decided we want to get married. So listen, you got to do me a favor. Call my mom and dad, and you have to ask permission to marry me, okay?
Yeah, to her dad.
I mean, because, maybe just a little old fashioned on my part, but anyways, so we call. I get on one extension and he gets on the other, and I say to my mom, I said, Larry has something really important to ask you and Pap. Is there another phone? Everybody call my dad Pap. Is there another phone that he can get on so that way we can have this 4-way conversation? And she goes, yeah, sure. So he gets on the phone and Larry says, I'd like permission to marry your daughter. There was this pause. And my dad says to Larry, no word of a lie, if you cut my grass while I'm on vacation, you can marry her.
Then he come back, he goes, boy, the grass is so
The
nicely
grass
cut.
never
There
looked
was-
better. He
There
said.
wasn't anything out of place. He's there.
You did cut their grass while they were gone.
I did. Yes, I did. That wasn't a big deal. It wasn't what you call that much grass to cut.
That was pretty funny though. Okay, so there we have just a bit, and we're going to cover up those staples. And then look, when this book is closed, look at, now we've got layers and levels, layers of pages, layers of prettiness. So when we turn to the page, we already know something good is coming, right? Because we can see it at the top of the page up here. When we turn the page over, this looks a little plain, but that's okay because, maybe you put a picture or you put a journal card or something there, a little piece of memorabilia here. Maybe when you flip this over, you put a photo. I did leave the bottom of it open, you guys, so that you could do a little tuck spot. So you could put a picture underneath it. This now has a space. You could put a date on there. So Jamie is saying over on YouTube that her husband is 12 years older than her.
It's okay.
And Karen and Emery are also 9 years apart, but she's not saying who's older. Emery, who's older?
Jimmy Lou's older than me, right? Kimberly Rosser said, I was 16 and my husband was 21. Gave him my number at the mall so he would leave me alone. And he found out where I lived. He came over, and when I opened the door, he kissed me. I was shocked, but married coming up on 35 years. That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Must have been definitely true love. That's all there is to that.
Exactly. Okay, so see this page here? This is the back side of this. So what we don't want on the back side of something that's already bulky, okay, it's bulky, is we don't want more bulk. We don't want something big and bulky and hanging out here in the center. But what we can do is we can put a clip. Let me just, I have this. Hey, my sweet friend Cynthia, Shouty Heart. I got your message and I'm going to send those out tonight. Okay. My hubby and I are 7 years apart. The Shabby Heart by Vines. If you guys aren't following her, go give her a follow. She
really? This
is, what's that?
This is a good one. Go ahead, finish up.
She's really talented junk journalist also. So go give her some love and following. Okay. Let me get another piece.
This is pretty romantic. Jane Bartholomew.
Oh.
My husband proposed to me with a sign flown by in an airplane at the Michigan State game.
Oh, how about that?
Like,
how long?
hey,
That
Jane,
probably cost a
Jane.
lot of money, is what I'm
That's
thinking.
pretty amazing there. Wow.
I'm thinking, wow, that there had to cost a pretty coin, don't you think? That's okay though. You're right. That's very romantic. That is a good one. Okay, so I have a piece of cheesecloth and I also have a piece of seam binding. Okay, and we're going to use the two together to create a paper clip.
One of my husband and I are 7 years apart. Me older. Okay, that's great.
He has a sugar mama. Okay, so we're just going to pull this through. I'm going to try to pull this through. It's putting up a fight. And then we have just some cheesecloth because we're using cheesecloth in. And then we also have this. Okay, so when I take this, I'm actually going to tie this in a knot and then put it in a bow. So tell me in the comments who is planning to make one of these beautiful yellow rose journals. Or are you planning to just take some of the ideas that we're putting into the journals and maybe make, I don't know, red rose, pink daffodils. I don't think pink daffodils. Are pink daffodils a thing? That would be cool.
Carol Wilson, look at all those great memories you have. I was 17, my husband was 19, we got married. We were married just short of 58 years and he passed away. But look at those great memories you have. Must have been a great marriage, that's all I can say.
So we're just going to put that there. And then I have some tags. Let's see.
And Parkinson's, I'm older than my hubby. 30-year anniversary on 3/22. We're together for 37 years. That's awesome.
So I'm just tucking that in there. That little tiny bit of purple on the violet is just giving us a little bit of pop of color, a little pop of color. So take the ideas from here and use a daisy journal. Awesome. I want to do another daisy journal.
Thank you, Jimmy Lou. Shabby Heart by Vines. Thank you, Jimmy Lou. We're heading to Palm Springs in the morning, so I want to print it out so I can take it with me. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. We've been invited, by the way, if we want to go. Her and her husband are going to be marrying a milestone year and they're having a party. So last night in her class, when I was watching, I said, "Oh, are we invited?" jokingly. And she's like, "Absolutely." So we can go to
Where is that?
California.
Oh, well,
But it's in June.
well, you know, I mean, I would like to go there.
Okay, so I have another one of these pockets and we're gonna skedoot to the back here.
Making bread. Hi from South Carolina. Hello.
And we're just going to put another one of these pockets in right here on this pretty yellow page.
Ada Henderson, just getting home.
Hello, Ada.
I have it. I have to watch the replay from the beginning.
Okay, so some of the stuff you see me sticking in here, it already is inked. Okay, so some things. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about back here, this one here. I stuck it in there. You're right. I didn't ink it.
Cover shows lovely yellow roses.
I think that's the genuine consensus is that everyone seems to like them. And the designer herself even said this was her favorite, you guys. This was her favorite. So go grab a set. If you need the link, you can always send me a private message.
That's all of me. I just made the envelope pocket you showed us how us tonight.
Yay. Yes, we are Brenda Vinoy. That's going to be coming up. All right, so we have this here. And okay, so look at this. Look at these. Isn't this fun? Look how fun this is.
What size is this journal? Carol Sampson's asking.
Okay, so the cover is 9 by 12. In hindsight, I should have went a little bit bigger because if you can't tell, my book is getting chubby. Like very chubby. So we're going to be adding some lace along the edges. We're going to be adding some lace on the cover. We're going to do the cover work tomorrow. So I should have went a little bit bigger so that way it would have given us that little extra room. That's why we're going to put lace. When we put the lace along the edge, it's going to kind of fool us or trick us into thinking the book cover is bigger. But that's why we're adding some of that extra lace on there as well. So hopefully that answers your question.
It just popped up and they weren't even there.
I know, sometimes it just hiccups, right? Okay, so we were at this point, right? Nope, we already showed that. Oh yeah, we're here. So this flips out and then we have these two pages that are kind of bleh. Okay, a little plain. So I want to add something that's going to be a rose to both sides here. So first of all, I was going to use this, and then I just had this other idea that I thought we might do. So let's take this and let's trim this off. We're coming up on 8 o'clock. If anybody needs to go, or maybe another crafter has a live schedule, we'll do this, and this will probably be it for today. And then I don't think I have a live scheduled for
Hello, Molly Jasper.
well, Miss Molly, good golly.
Hello.
We're glad you're here. Tomorrow, I don't know that I had a 10 o'clock live scheduled. If I did, I'm canceling that because I have a few errands I need to run, and it does include Hobby Lobby. But tomorrow night, I know tomorrow night we will do live together, and we're gonna work on this book right here. Oh geez. Hold on, look at. Ooh, Jimmy Zoo, come on, come on. All right, so this is gonna take some inking right here.
Molly said, I've been here all along. You've been hearing us all talk.
You have not. Have you really? You stinker. All right, so this then, when I took all that white border off, it gave me 10 3/4. So if I want to cut this in half, which is what I want to do, I'm just going to give it a little pinch right there at the top. And then that's going to give me my place where I want to cut this in half. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do 2 scores. Scoring breaks the fibers in your paper, you guys, and it gets it so that it'll be where it needs to be for whatever it is that you want to do. And what I want to do is I want to make 2 pages that will flip out. That's going to extend both of those pages to give us more writing. So I'm scoring this at 1/2 inch. Molly, you've been here all this time. You're a sneaky lady.
The kid said, my senior year in high school, with a couple of girlfriends, we did a drive to Palm Springs. I grew up fairly close to there, and had some older gentlemen at a restaurant bought us a bottle of Don Perignon.
Oh. What did they want?
You never know.
So now we have these 2 pages, okay? So when we look at this, it's going to look like this. So we're going to have this on one side. We're going to have this on the other side. So no matter which side you're looking at, it's going to be kind of cool.
Jimmy Zoo, it said. Yeah, okay. The caption said Jimmy Zoo. Sometimes it doesn't give the correct words.
What did it say? Instead of Jimmy Lou, it said Jimmy
Jimmy
Zoo.
Zoo.
Yeah, it's a zoo around here, you guys. No kidding. Okay, don't forget to ink. Don't forget to ink.
Put in the junk jar of Jamboree. I guess so.
Okay, I thought maybe
had so much
someone did.
jumping around here on this phone. I couldn't tell who was here and who wasn't.
You know what it is, Molly? You just didn't say anything about the desk being cleared off still, and I worked over there today.
Well, there were a couple moments, Molly, I got to tell you.
Not today. You hush your mouth, Mr. Smallwood. You tell me to hush up.
Hush your-
Don't you tell me to hush up. We'll be watching what I want to watch on the TV tonight.
I have 3 Stooges on, I hate to tell you.
Okay, so those of you who are married to your best friend, tell me, like, do you guys have the same taste in movies and television shows, or do you have like different movie and television show things? Oh, and by the way, nobody, and I mean nobody, tell me what happened on the way home on Sunday, because I forgot to watch it on Monday, and here we are on Wednesday. It's a TV show, and some of the girls on here and I like to watch it, and then we have little discussions at times. And your mom was watching it that day when we went over there, and I was like, oh, I know this. And who's that?
Lynn.
We have similar but different. There are times when I like to watch I don't know, Brady Bunch, or what else?
Love that show, she said.
The Brady Bunch?
Karma said, love that show. She's probably talking about, I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh.
Kathleen Smith said we are opposite.
Oh, Patty, you hush your mouth. I'm gonna watch it tonight. She's over there saying it was a good episode. So, we have we like old TV shows, okay? Not even joking, you guys. We like things like my mind went completely blank.
Like Ma and Pa Kettle.
We like Ma and Pa Kettle. We like
I Love Lucy.
why can't I think of it? It's not Barney. Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean. The one with Barney Fife on it.
The
Andy Griffith show, the Beverly Hillbillies. We like old television shows, okay? But at times we just like different things. I like The Way Home.
Keep a chart and put a star on it when she cleans up. Thank you, Molly.
Molly, you be quiet.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, but now movies, we have a lot of the similar tastes in movies, except for he likes these old black and white John Wayne movies.
I put them on to fall asleep.
I don't care why you put them on, but when it's on there and it's going dun 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 dun, or all you hear is the cowboy sounds in the background. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? Okay, so now when these open up, it has a place you can put a photo or whatever, and then we just have this little flapper in between, and this I'm gonna leave plain. Okay, what I am gonna do is we're gonna hide up that little border on the back. Let's take this.
And that's how you're feeling. Hope you're better.
Yes, Anne, I am doing better. Thank you for asking. I'm going to keep these because I can use them for fussy cuts. Okay, and we're going to take this one.
Bartholomew, similar but different. Don't turn the TV on for the news.
Okay, so I'm going to cut these at 3/4 of an inch.
Not always the same. He will start watching a movie and an hour into it, and then ask me if it's driving me nuts. Yeah, well, there's some stuff I put on that. I ask, is this driving you crazy? Yeah, Andy Griffith's changed.
Okay, but nobody can do this like Larry can do this. This man can watch a movie right up until the end. Right, I'm talking right to like the last 5 minutes. Turn it off and walk away.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
And never know what happens at the end. No, it's not just a movie. It's not just a movie. There's people in that little box that have lives, and you just turn it off.
They're not real.
They don't even know what happened now. I mean, my goodness, how can you do that? Who else has a friend?
Columbo series together.
Columbo, really?
Yep.
Okay, so Patty says that she loves romantic comedies and all the old school shows. Tracy Hawkins loves forensic shows. She said that her and her husband like similar shows and music. Comedy is where we differ. I think Larry and I differ a little bit on comedy too, because sometimes I find things extremely funny, and he's like, "Really?"
I sometimes think,
or he'll say, "That is so dumb." He'll say, "That is so dumb." Okay, but I'm like so obnoxious when it comes to, like America's Funniest Home Videos. I'll have to get Evie to tell you guys that.
You all like the Wild Wild West. At least the kids said. I don't think I've watched that in a long time, but I could check it out though.
Okay, so I'm just covering those over so they're not.
Has that on, I believe.
So they're not quite white, okay? Because see, when I open it, it's white, and I didn't ink them, and that's okay. I didn't have to because it's not really part of the ephemera part. So 5 p.m. in California. My parents were 7 years apart, and we were 11 kids. My dad passed away in 2011. My mom in 2015, 2 weeks after. Oh, my husband of 35 years passed away. Estella, I'm sorry. Welcome. We're glad you're here. That's over on YouTube, you guys. If you hear me talking to someone who's not here or a comment you don't see, that's because I'm following comments on YouTube. Larry's got the comments over on the Facebook.
Kathleen Smith said, John Wayne is my favorite. I like John Wayne.
Okay, listen, I got to tell you, I have someone on YouTube who is in agreement with me about turning the television off 5 minutes into the end of a movie.
You mean they can do it too?
No,
Oh, okay.
Patty is saying, Larry, that's a waste. You did. You
just can-
wasted an hour
I just can do that.
and 45 minutes of your life.
I've always
to
been that
turn it
way
off.
though. I'm like, well, this is just a movie. Click, goodbye.
Did your dad used to do that? Did your
No, I
dad
think
used to come in and like flip the TV off right at the end of a TV show?
I don't
And you
remember
just
that.
have your brain tuned into the fact that you have to do it that way?
Well, you always
Who
have the
does
option of pulling it
that?
up and watching it again now.
No,
You can watch
now
it
you
again.
do, but back when we first got together, we didn't have that.
That was like that movie we
luxury.
were watching. What was it called? Clam Bake. We watched it.
Oh, that was a good movie.
If you ever watched the Elvis movie,
The Elvis movie,
it's
Clam
called.
Bake. We're gonna have a clam
And
bake.
right up to the part where she got in the Corvette and he picked her up at the end.
And
and
the
we're
darn
like,
thing skipped to
just
the
went
next
off.
movie, and I said,
I
"Oh,
said,
we
"Oh,
got to go back. I got to see
I
what
said, "Oh,
happened."
well, it doesn't matter. It's only movies.
I'm glad I went back to see what happened, though. The girl passed out in the front seat. Sorry if I just ruined a movie for someone, but I gotta tell you what,
Well, told me you like Lifetime movies, scary and true stories. Okay.
I don't like scary
I don't
stuff.
like drama. I don't get into that.
I can probably watch just about anything. I don't like movies where a man does.
Oh, really?
I don't like movies or TV shows where men mistreat women. I don't like to put that into the eyes are the windows to the soul. Isn't that what somebody said that anyways, but whatever things are good, pure, holy, just, all of those things, think on those things, and that's just what I choose to do. So I don't like spooky.
Carol
like
said in Larry's defense, movies now, they are almost predict the end. That's true.
Okay, but we're talking about 30 years ago.
Carol Wilson said, in Arizona town where John Wayne, I live in an Arizona town where John Wayne had the cattle ranch called the 26 Bar Ranch. Wow.
How about that?
Did you ever meet him, Carol Wilson?
Maybe she's not that old, honey. Did you ever think that?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
that.
teasing.
I don't know that.
I think she might be old enough to have met him. Okay, this says
I've seen him on the Beverly Hillbillies. He appeared on one of the episodes.
I know, I didn't know he was on
like,
that.
He popped in there and they were talking about it, and everyone was standing and he looked at Granny and said something.
Okay, so we're going to attach this, but there's a little bit of coffee right there from when it dried. There was a little bit. So I'm going to glue this right like so, and we're going to let this just kind of swing and hang and do all the fun things.
Carol said she still has to watch the ending now. There you go.
You still have to watch the ending.
Yep.
Okay, let's put a little of that there.
Share Facebook won't let me reply. Hope you are. Molly Jasper said that.
Facebook's not being kind to Miss Molly.
Oh,
Don't they know?
They better be nice or Molly.
Don't they know that Molly is like the cheering squad for most of the paper crafters? Our sweet Molly. You don't you be picking on Molly. As much as she picks on me, don't you Facebook mess with my friend. Okay, so I'm putting this right at the top of here. Just like that. And that's going to dangle and hang and do some fun things. Sometimes junk journaling or bookmaking is about having some fun, but don't forget to leave those blank places to do journaling and the blank places to put photos. So I could put a photo here and, it's all fun. Linda Jeremiah is here over on YouTube, and she's saying we both like historical movies. I love historical movies. And I do. I'm one of those fact checkers, though. Like, I should be a fact checker for historical movies because I like that. Like in the movie Pearl Harbor, and the planes were coming over, and it showed the guy's face like looking down at the people on the beach, and he was like laughing, and I was like, I don't think that's true. Okay, that's Hollywood spin on it, but I'm like a fact checker. I got to know, did that really happen? So and the more historical accurate it is, the better. I loved Hidden Figures. That was a very historically accurate depiction of what happened. That was really good. It was a really good movie. So
one time was enough for me, honey.
I know, but you don't like those kind of movies, and that's okay. I just put them on to go to sleep.
Sherry Comer, I found out last night that I'm old enough to be Cynthia's mom.
Oh,
She's younger
no.
than my daughter. Okay.
You know, I have to be honest. I'm not really sure how old Cynthia is. I don't really know. I'll have to go back and watch her replay to find out. We don't need to sell her out to all our friends over here. So look at this cool piece here. And so I'm right at the center of the signature. So I say we slap a little lace on here and put this little tab piece that I have onto the lace. We're going to put the lace.
Oh wow! Carol Wilson said, I'm in my 70s. I did not meet him, but his portraits are in many of our businesses, inside painted and outside on the walls." Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed many of his movies. Some of them I didn't think were real great, but most of them were very good. One of my favorite, I think, is The Angel and the Bad Man. I like that one.
Okay, so
with Gail Russell.
Here's a question. What's everyone's favorite John Wayne movie? I mean, everybody's seen at least one John Wayne movie.
I like McClintock.
Unless you live under a brick. I mean.
You live under a brick?
Well, I seen John Wayne movies when I was still in high school.
Betty Jones.
Miss Sweet Betty Jones.
Hope you had a nice day. I hope you did too. We had a very nice day. We were off a lot of the day.
There are certain shows that we only watched together. We had that too. Who remembers that there was a TV show one time? It was a reality show, and it was called Farmer Gets a Wife. Remember that? You say you don't remember watching it. Okay, well, I remember.
Jasper. Yeah, I like the shoot.
I remember watching this. We watched every episode together, and even I went to stay over at my mom's house to help with something, and I was watching it. The kids were sleeping on the couch, and I was watching the finale to see who he was going to pick. Larry was naming some of your favorite. True Grit is Brenda Vinoy's.
Shabby Heart by Vine's Parent Trap, of course. That's not a John Wayne.
It's not a John Wayne movie, but maybe it's her favorite movie, a favorite old movie. I mean, hey.
Like the old one with Haley Mills, is that the one you're talking about? That's
really good. Yeah, we like both of them, but we prefer the older one with Haley Mills.
Yep, we do.
Okay, so we're going right off the edge here. This lace right here that I just put on here, this reminds me of my friend from the Shabby Heart by Vine. This lace right here reminds me of her. I don't know why.
My favorite Martian. I haven't heard of that one in a while.
Oh my goodness. That's like, why not just watch the Shaggy Dog?
You said Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys, he gets killed in the end of that one. That's one of the few that he gets.
Okay, here's a funny story about our kids. Our kids, we were going to get them a new movie. Okay, so we went to the Walmart. And I said, "Oh, let's get a new movie. Look at this new John Wayne movie." I meant like not brand new, it just came out movie, but it was a new to us movie. Yeah. And my son looks at me dead serious and he goes, "But Mom, it can't be a new movie. He died at the end of that last picture." And he was only like, okay, he was not like being a comedic. Okay. I got to tell you. He was young. He wasn't old enough to understand that kind of humor. Larry. All right, and then I just have
wrong actor. That's okay. I do like that movie though. I don't know if you're talking about the older one with Haley Mills or the newer one. I like the older one.
I like the movie Yours, Mine, and Ours, except for the part where they're on the cable car. And she's yelling, "Frank, Frank!" Oh, just shut up, Lucy. We all love you, but that one there, that was
We actually visited the Lucille Ball Desi Museum.
That was cool.
New York, which was pretty cool to see.
All right.
Oh, The Quiet Man, Shabby Heart. Yeah, that's a good one. Quiet Man's a very good movie.
So you guys, I hope that you'll join me tomorrow. I'm just making this a tuck spot so you can put a picture, a journal card, whatever you want to underneath there. And this is where we're going to end for tonight. The doily in the center, I'm going to leave alone for writing on. And then I think we're going to add some lace maybe to the border over there. I want to get some other yellow lace because I only have the two kinds. And I already used pretty much of the two kinds. And I want to get some more. So I left some space for lace up in here. Some space for lace.
Oh, you're a poet.
I'm a poet, didn't know it. So you guys, I will see you tomorrow. I believe 5 o'clock tomorrow. What's that?
Lisa Kid said, I went to the Ponderosa Ranch from Bonanza just outside of
Oh,
Lake
fun.
Tahoe way back in the 70s. Oh, cool.
Oh, we were out by Lake
Yeah,
Tahoe too. We
were
could
like
have
50
went to
miles
see
from
that.
Lake Tahoe.
Oh, well.
Ponderosa, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
a lot.
Bonanza. That's a good old show, too.
Let's see. I'm going to go over here to my page.
Sampson said, I love the lace on the edges.
I do too. I think it makes it really, really pretty.
Tammy's Country Clutter. Did you go to Hobby Lobby? That's going to be
tomorrow. We have errands to run tomorrow.
Molly Jasper, good night. All sleep well. Same to you, Molly Jasper. Thank you. And everyone, sleep well.
I'm
Pleasant
just pulling
dreams.
up my schedule.
Say your prayers.
Here. There are the Friendship Rose quilt squares. There are 2 left in the Shopify. You can grab them if you like. Even if you already got one. If you already purchased one, oh, well, how's about that one? That's a kick in the
He just went,
booty.
he
Who,
grabbed
me?
one, it went.
Well, that's because I read something. I cannot find my weekly schedule. I thought for sure that I posted it. Did I not post a weekly schedule?
It was a fun time, and the journal was looking beautiful.
But I have a video that can't be monetized because of music violation. Well, I'll have to dispute that, you guys. All right. So you all have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you, Facebook friends. Thank you, YouTube friends. Linda Jeremiah said she likes the Alamo, Larry.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Is Andrina on today? Awesome. She is very talented also.
Good night, Kimberly. Yes.
Yes. So good night, Facebook land. Good night, YouTube land. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you all very, very much hanging out with us. Have a really good rest of your night.
Remember to always be kind.
Always be kind. That's right. You never know what someone else is going through. And we will see you all real soon. Okay, now I have to remember how to end this because this is still a little new to me. Here we go. Ending.